Hey pets, it is Dapett, and welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video. Today we're going to be doing a deck building and a couple of matches with you guys, and this is going to be my version at least of the Eels slash Friends deck. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. We're going to go into our deck manager. We're building this from scratch, guys. As you can see, I don't have a Raikou deck. I don't have a, whoops. I don't have, well, I got the Mega Rayquaza standard, but I don't have anything for Legacy for this deck list. So we're going to go ahead and start it from scratch. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with Raikou EX. And I absolutely love this card strictly because it is a great card, not to mention it's got cool art. Anyway, the first attack is 1 lightning, 1 colorless, Thunder Fang. 30 damage, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. There you go. You know, if you're stuck in a sticky situation, then you pull that guy out and then bang, buy yourself a round. But the reason why I absolutely love this card is for the second attack, which is the Volt Bolt. It is 2 lightning energy and 1 colorless energy. You discard all the energy attached to this Pokemon, well, all the lightning energy attached to this Pokemon, and it does 100 damage to any one of your opponent's Pokemon. So you can hit the bench, you can hit the active, you discard all that energy, and we're going to recycle it later through the use of our friend Eelektrik, which I'll get into later. So we're going to be running 3 of him. Pretty sure we're going to be running 3 of him. Yeah, I like running 3. Okay, so next. Now, the problem with this guy is that he cannot one-shot anybody. Like an EX card, he can't one-shot it. So it's a little bit wishy-washy. So maybe I'm only going to run 2. Yeah, actually, I will run 2. So he's going to be more of our cleaner slash sniper, and not really our main tank. And he's weak to Landorus EX, so instead of teching in a water Pokemon, we're going to be using this guy, the big bad Rayquaza EX. You guys have seen this card before. I'm sure other people have done lots of videos on this card. First attack, Celestial Roar, 1 colorless energy. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If any of those cards are energy cards, attach them to this Pokemon. Okay, that sounds good. But you know what? You're discarding cards, and it's a hit or a miss whether you're going to get energy. So unless you're running a boatload of energy, not really too effective, and in my opinion, kind of a waste of an attack. But the second attack, Dragon Burst, 1 fire, 1 lightning. 60 times. What does that mean? Well, that usually means there's something that has to do with the attack. So read your attacks. If you're just getting into the game, read what each card does that you're going to use. Anyway, don't go through the whole card database and whatever. That's a lot of time and a lot of reading. But discard all basic fire energy or all basic lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage times the number of energy cards you discarded. So you discard 1 energy, 60 damage, 2 energy, 120, 3 energy, 180, the magical number, and suddenly bang, you are one-hit KOing everything in the Legacy format. Because nothing goes over 180. But if they happen to have a thing like EVO Light on there and they resist 20 damage or whatever, so you throw on the 4th energy and bang, you're in business. You 240 damage. There's nothing can stand before that kind of power. Absolutely nothing. So as he's going to be our main attacker, we're going to be running 3 of him. Okay, so now we're going to get to the little guys who are also the staple of our deck, Tynamo. And a lot of people I see that play this sort of a deck, they like to use this one. It's got 30 HP, doesn't really seem too special, but their treat is it's got a 0 retreat cost. That's very helpful for getting them out of a sticky situation, especially when they're running Sky Arrow Bridge, but they're not drawing into it for whatever reason. But the only drawback is if you start with the Tynamo and out of some cruel Pokemon random number generated luck, you only start with him and nothing else, It's not your go first. Your opponent pulls out the dreaded Hypnotoxic Laser paired with the Burbank City Gym. You just got dunked. So that's why I do not like to run him. I prefer this guy. You know, he's got 40 HP. He cannot be dunked in that manner. So we're going to be running 4 of him for sure. Now, to pair up Dynamo, we need his upgrade. We're going to head over to Eelektrik. So, and we're going to be using this one, the Dynamotor ability. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may attach a lightning energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. Now, there's a little bit of room for interpretation in terms of lightning energy card. Does that mean blend energy? Does that mean prism energy? Does that mean rainbow energy? You know, I haven't actually tried it, but it might be a cool idea if it works. If it doesn't work, you guys can let me know in the comments or whatever, and then at least I'll know. But we're going to be running 4 of him. I know a lot of people are probably shaking their heads at me right now. Why are you running 4? Well, you know what? I've had it happen in matches where I only ran 3 and all 3 of them were prized. It happens more than you think. Maybe it doesn't happen to you guys, but it tends to happen to me a lot. So I like to go that little bit of extra mile, and you know what, add the 4th one in there, you know, and most times I usually get 2 or 3. Then you only need 2 or 3. You know, 2 is generally what you're aiming to set up, but if you can get 3, then there you go. But anyways, that's what we're doing. So now, we've covered the Raikou EX. He's going to be our sniper. He's going to be our staller, you know, so, and that's, he's a great backup attacker. But also, you know, you got the Rayquaza EX, you know, he's going to be the main attacker of our deck, and he's going to also help with our Landorus matchup, which is absolutely devastating to Raikou Eels. But say, we're going to be running into probably Virizion Genocide, you know, grass. So how do we combat that? So we're going to be going Victini. Now we're going to be playing, I think 1 Victini for now. Usually it's more than enough. As Rayquaza EX can stand toe-to-toe with the Genesect EX, and you know, he's got the power of an attack just like a G booster. He can easily hit that 200 damage mark with 4 energies, you know, so I think even 1 is good enough. And then we're going to be getting into the next Pokemon on our list. It's going to be Mr. Mime. He's another tech. He's going to be helping us against that Landorus EX, that Darkrai EX, that Genesect EX, Team Plasma Kyurem. You know, the list goes on. All the guys that can hit the bench with an attack, he's going to be helping us out in that regard. And to kind of help us move things along and keep things flowing, we're going to be going over to Keldeo EX, one of my favorite Pokemon, and we're using him for the ability Rush In. Once during your turn before your attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch this Pokemon with your active Pokemon. That's a great ability. You know, your guy is stuck. You know, he's paralyzed, he's poisoned, he's confused, he's asleep. You rush in, bang, you save your buddy a whole lot of trouble, and then with a Float Stone, then suddenly you're back on the bench. You know, you got your attacker ready to go. And because Eelekrik's ability Dynamotor only attaches that energy from your discard to your bench, it's a great card to have. You know, you rush in, put your attacker that just discarded all of his energy onto your bench, you load him up with Eelektrik, bang, you retreat, and suddenly, you know, you're in good shape. So we're going to be running 1 of him also for a total of 16 Pokemon. Now, I don't know if that magic number is actually going to hold, but I think it's a good place to start. You know, you guys can totally mess around with this list. If you guys have any ideas toward this deck list later on, you know, you guys can leave it in the comments. Maybe I'll do another updated video, you know, at some point in the future and take it through some legacy tourneys for you guys. You know, that might be the way to go. Okay, so we're gonna be using fire and lightning energy. So we're gonna go fire, and then we're gonna go lightning energy. Now, I don't know what the exact count is that everybody uses. I've heard I use 9 lightning and like 5 fire, or you know, like 6 fire, 6 lightning. You know, like the numbers are all over there. So I'm gonna be running 4, I think, yeah, 4. Yeah, 4, maybe 4 and 8. That seems to be okay. But you know, you could do 7 and 5, or 6 and 6, or 9 and 3, or 10 and 2, whatever your excuse me, guys. Whatever your personal preference is. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, I need to get a drink here. Ah, there we go. That's better. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, it's all personal preference. I think, you know, maybe some guys have found the magic number, and that's what works every time. You know, if you guys have any suggestions for me, you guys know that I'm not the greatest. That I'm not the greatest deck builder in the world. So you guys can, you know, you guys can do that. So, anyways, we're gonna get into our trainers. We're going to be getting our ace spec card. We're going to start with a computer search. Okay, you know, you discard 2 cards from your hand, hopefully energy in the early game, and you search your deck for any card and put it into your hand. Now that could be energy, that could be stadiums, that could be supporters, that could be items, you know what I mean? The list goes on. Any single card in your deck, and it's yours when you need it. It's a great card to have. Okay, next we're going to be heading over to our junk arms. I think in Legacy, you know, every deck runs junk arms. I don't know a deck that doesn't play junk arms. You know, it's very useful for recycling resources. You know, all your trainer cards and them cards that every deck, you know, usually relies on to get set up. You know, if you have to discard them right away, or maybe your opponent discards them, you know, with some funky tricks, then, you know, you'll be able to get them back at some point. Okay, so we're going to be running 4 junk arms. Now, I'm not sure if all of this is going to be the final count, but that's just what we're sticking with right now. And because we've run so many small HP Pokemon under 90 HP, you know, search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck afterward. This is going to help us find our Dynamos. This is going to help us find our Eelektriks. This is going to help us find our Mime, you know, so it's a great card to have. We can get our Pokemon out when we need it, so we're going to run 4 level balls. Okay, so next we're going to be putting in, as you guys know, I love playing Super Rod. I run it in all my decks, and I always run 2. I never run 1. I never run 3. Well, maybe I run 1 sometimes, but it's very, very rare. I prefer to run 2. And of course, you know, I always pair my Super Rod count with my Tool Scrapper count. 2 Tool Scrappers. I have no idea why, but it seems that, you know, every deck is reliant on tools to make their decks more effective, and that is totally understandable, as I myself are going to be running a few tools in this deck. So, you know, it's a great card to have, especially for that Garbodor matchup. You know, if I don't have a powered up Raikou EX ready to snipe that bench and take out that Garbodor, then you know what? I get out a Tool Scrapper. Bang, suddenly Garbotoxin is no longer an issue, at least for my turn. I can continue the train rolling for that turn and hopefully set something up so that I don't have to deal with that annoying ability shut off. And we are pretty reliant on abilities, so we're running 2-2 of that. Now next, how are we going to find our other Pokemon? Well, we're going to go over to the Ultra Ball. Yes, the Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for any Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck afterward. That is a great card to have, and in this deck we're going to be running 3 Ultra Balls, and hopefully we'll be discarding our energies, finding the guys we need, upgrading them, and recycling those resources back into our attacking Pokemon, and away we go. You know, the train keeps rolling. So we got that. Next we're going to be heading into our supporter count. Now some guys like using you know, Juniper. I prefer Oak. I probably will run Juniper, I'm almost certain, but I love Professor Oak's new theory. You know, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 cards. You know, that 6 card is just a magic number in your hand. You don't have to discard anything you might need later. to get that one extra card, you know. And it's happened so many times, guys, where I run 4 junipers or 3 junipers or 2 junipers or whatever the count may be, and I'm stuck with a juniper and I got a full hand. I got like maybe 7 cards in my hand in a juniper. They're all cards I'm gonna need later on in the game, and I have to discard them for to get the cards that I need for the early game. And then in the late game, I'm stuck trying to get those resources back with my junk arm. But in order to do that, I have to discard even more resources to get those cards that I need back. So I don't really like running discard supporters in my deck unless I know for a fact I'm going to be relying on getting things into the discard. So that's why I'm going to run Professor Oak's new theory in lieu of Professor Juniper. So the next way we're going to be doing this is we are going to be running, yes, you guys know it, N, great card to have. Works early game, works late game. You know, each player shuffles his or her hand into their deck and draws a card for each of his or her remaining prize cards. Okay, so the max anybody's going to draw from this is 6 cards because you only have 6 prize cards. Later on in the game, let's say you started off horribly and Buddy is just dunking all your small HP Pokemon, and finally you get someone set up, but you're 5 prizes down. You've got 1 prize card left for the game, you know, and suddenly you take out their attacker that's been doing so great, you end them into 1 card, you know, and then suddenly it's an open game. You guys have no idea how many times I've come back from what seemed like an auto loss. You know, I lost 5 straight prizes and I was down to 1 prize card left, you know, and the end totally saved me, and vice versa. You know, I thought I was a sure win, sure lock in to win the match, and he ends me down to 1 card, and it totally destroyed my strategy. So that works as well. So we're going to be running a total of, you know, 3 copies of that card. So next, you know what? We're going to add a little bit of disruption into the deck. We're going to, by playing Getsus. You know, some decks rely on item cards for their, you know, for their hands, like especially Tool Drop Trubbish. You know, they run a massive amount of item cards. You know, guys that rely on stage 2 Pokemon, you know, they're going to be relying on item cards like Rare Candy. If you can slow them down by getting all that stuff back into their hand, maybe they don't have a draw supporter, maybe they neglected to play that random receiver that they needed to use, you know, it's a great card to have. You know, and this is purely choice. You know, it just adds a little bit of disruption to an otherwise straight up dogfight. So we're going to be running Getsus. Now, to supplement our lack of draw supporters, you know, you guys say, hey, that's only 8 draw supporters. In Legacy format, you need to run at least 12. Well, we're going to be going over to my favorite stadium, Tropical Beach. Once during each player's turn, that player may draw cards until he or she has 7 cards in his or her hand. If he or she does, that player's turn ends. You know what? It's a great card when you're getting set up early in the game. You know, you played a bunch of cards, you played an energy, you played your Pokemon down, you played your tools, you played your draw supporter already. You know what? Let's say maybe you're down to 1 or 2 cards in your hand, one of them being a draw supporter. You know, you can't play a second draw supporter. Bang. Use your Tropical Beach, you refresh your hand right up to 7 cards. So that is a great card to have. Plus it counters that pesky Burbank City gym. You know, getting that out of there, bang, it's done. You know, and it also tempts your opponent to use this card. They're stuck in the same situation as you. They need more cards. Maybe they have to make a choice between attacking and knocking out your Pokemon, or putting some damage on your Pokemon without knocking it out, but leaving themselves vulnerable with a very small hand. You know, so it gives them the choice. Do I want to attack? Do I want to, you know, refresh my hand? It's kind of a strategic card, and it works really great in Legacy. So I'm going to be running a total of 3 copies. Couldn't run a 4th copy because I don't have a 4th copy, and I just never bothered to try and get it. Okay, so I think that looks like a pretty good deck list, but in order to supplement that even further, we're going to be playing an item card, and we're going to be playing 2 random receivers, just to kind of look for any of our supporters, and I think any of them will do. I think that's great. Okay, so we're going to be running, oh yes, for our Keldeo EX, we're going to be running 2 float stones, just in case one is prized and one's in our deck. And that leaves us with a total of 1 card left. I have no idea what to put in here, quite honestly. You know, I think that's a fairly decent deck list. I mean, you guys know I'm not a great deck builder. You guys know this. You guys have seen my videos. Obviously, I'm not too great at it. I'm not really too sure what to put. You know what? Just for whatever, we're gonna run a catcher. You know, maybe that coin flip, that 1 in a million coin flip, and the reason why I say 1 in a million coin flip, guys, is I am terrible at coin flips. I almost always get tails. I don't know if it's an RNG thing on my account or if it's just my luck personally. I just have absolutely terrible luck when it comes to flipping coins. You know, if I flip 6 coins, I should get 3 heads based on the laws of statistics, you know, 50-50 shot. But most of the time I usually get 1. Sometimes I get 0, but you know, more often than not, you know, it does, you know, it does go negatively for me. So we're going to be running one of those just in case, you know, and hopefully when we absolutely need it and we're down to that it's all or nothing phase, and I've been there a few times. You guys know that. I've been there a few times. Hopefully that coin flip will go heads when I need it to, and we're gonna, you know, maybe KO that last Pokemon that has like 10 damage left. So there you go, guys. That is my Eelektrik and Friends deck list. So we're gonna save this and we're going to take it through a match, you know, maybe a couple of matches. So we're gonna hit save and we're gonna say Eelektrik, oh my goodness, I can't type, guys, and Friends. Oh my goodness, I cannot type. It is too late, guys. Eelektrik and Friends, smiley face. There we go. And I just picked up this cool set, the 2016 World Championship set. I think it looks great. You know, I got it fairly cheaply too, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and look for the deck box. There it is. There's the deck box right there. And we're going to find the sleeve. Maybe I passed it. I'm super blind. Oh, Rocklord123 has offered you a private trade. Go to your private offers to see it. Sorry guys, I totally apologize for that. You know what? I don't even know who this guy is, this Rocklord person. So Rocklord, I'll get to you guys. I'll get to you in a second. Actually, you know what, in the spirit of videos, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a look at this guy's offer. I think, you know, I haven't been doing much trading in the last little bit or much videos, and I apologize for that, guys. You know, in real life I'm working and stuff, so you know, there you go. Okay, so in this guy, Rocklord123, he wants a full art Virizion and he wants a full art Genesect. Do I even have this guy on my friends list? Let's look at this Rocklord. No, I don't even have this guy on my friends list. Let's see. Okay, but he's giving me 7 Steam Siege, the A-Spec Master Ball, Gengar EX, RA, the non-SR Mega Gengar EX. There's no FA for that as far as I know. RA Tyranitar, RA Mega Tyranitar, FA Tyranitar, FA Mega Tyranitar, and FA Hearts Reshiram. Doesn't seem very good in my opinion. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys tell me yes or no. I mean, the point is kind of moot because by the time you guys see this video, you know, I'll have either accepted or countered or declined this trade. Um, but you know, it happens. So there we go. Anyways, we're gonna get back to what we were supposed to be doing. Rocklord123, if you are watching this video, you know, you're asking for deck staples. You know, that is Verzi and Genesect. You know, that's a very, very popular deck in the legacy format. You know, if you're asking for something like that, you know, I would assume that you would want to give staples of another deck. You know, like in the standard format, there's Sizer EX, Mega Sizer EX, Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir, Mewtwo, Mega Mewtwo. You know, of course, there's every deck that runs the Talonflame, like you guys seen in my previous video. Or, you know, if you're gonna ask for staples in a private trade, why not give staples, you know, of another type? You know what I mean, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to overpay or you even have to get close to value. If the offer looks good and you're offering something that I need, you know, I'll be willing to take a loss. Hopefully not too big of a loss, mind you. Otherwise I'll deplete my collection. But as you can tell, I have 7 FA Genesects and I have 2 FA Verizians. So I'm not really interested in parting with one of my last 2 FA Verizians. But anyways, guys, we're going to get right into this Eelektrik and Friends, and we're going to get into a match right now. And it's going to look for an opponent for us. Oh, look. Okay, we got an opponent. All right. And we're facing... Oh, I'm not even going to say that. And it is straight Psychic. Actually, I'm going to try it. Why say de free? Oh, my goodness. Buddy, I'm sorry if you're watching this video. I completely butchered your name. Maybe that's a different language. Maybe it's not a different language. I don't know. Hey, that's a very, very great coin, by the way. You are on the air on Dapett PTCGO channel on YouTube. And I hope you don't beat me too badly, buddy. This is a new deck, and I like to look good for my videos, so I hope that everything's gonna go well here. And it seems like he's taking quite a long time. Oh, okay, maybe he was lagging or whatever. By the way, maybe some of you guys don't like the new deck boxes, the generic versions, but you know, I do. I like them. Okay. Now, you see, this is what I was talking about, guys. How many basics do I run in my deck? You know, I run quite a few basics, and who do I start with? I start with a Lonely Dynamo. Okay, so I see a Pokeball, I see a Potion, I see a Charin, I see a Colress, or maybe that's Sharon, I'm not too sure. Ooh, Toxicroak with the Revenge. Oof, okay. So I see Psychic Energy and a double colorless energy. Okay, so he's got some cool cards. All right, let's see what he's gonna bring to the table here. And yeah, he seems to be taking quite a while. Okay, so he's got an active Pokemon. He's got 2 benched Pokemon already. He's got 4 cards left in his hand. And does he have more Pokemon on there? I have no idea. He might have more. Okay. Okay, maybe he's lagging or whatever. Okay, we're gonna draw a card. Alright, so I see a Chandelure or Chandelure. I have no idea how to say Pokemon names. EX, Mew EX, and the Croagunk, which is the basic form of Toxicroak. There's the Toxicroak right there. So he is going to be using Mew to do the attacks of these guys here. Oh my goodness. You know what, guys, I totally forgot to put in here? I totally forgot to put in Lost Remover. That is a that is a bad on my part, and I apologize for that right now. So we're gonna go ahead, and I think we're going to use computer search. We're gonna get rid of the energy. I think we're gonna get rid of a tool scraper, as we're gonna junk arm back for that later. And we're going to get out a tropical beach right off the bat. I want the tropical beach in my hand. You know, I think that'd be a good thing. We're gonna be playing down Professor Oak, and okay, there we go. We're gonna be playing the Rayquaza EX, and we're going to be putting the fire energy on that. Okay, so now you guys, this guy is not safe on the bench. If he puts a psychic energy on there, he's going to be able to hit me for 40 damage right here. But if he's smart, he'll take out my Dynamo, which I think he's going to do. But we're going to play Tropical Beach and end our hand. And look at that, guys. We have a few things ready to go. You know, we have the option of playing Gets This down and removing the item cards from his hand, which, oh wow. Okay, so that was pretty cool, I think. We're gonna get out another Dynamo. Actually, you know what? We're gonna. Actually, I don't know what to do here. Okay, we'll get out Eelektrik right away. We're gonna start trying to power this guy up. We're gonna play down the energy here. We're gonna be using the Dynamotor to recycle that energy we got rid of, playing it to our Rayquaza EX, and we're going to take a chance on Gets This here. Hopefully he's got a bunch of item cards in his hand that he hasn't been able to use, and we're going to just steal them right off him right now. Okay, so I see one gold potion. I see one potion. Okay, so yeah, there's two energy. Oh my goodness, guys, I apologize for that. There's two cards right off the bat that I was able to get rid of from this guy. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get out another Dynamo. We're gonna play down a random receiver. Okay, we're gonna leave that in our hand. We're going to rush in to get our Eelektrik out of the active spot, put in a Keldeo, and we're going to be using Tropical Beach to end our turn, and there we go. So I think we're in fairly decent shape enough to try and to tackle this Mew EX right now. Poison Jab. He might be using Poison Jab. He might also use my Secret Sword attack, which he will be able to use for 50 damage. He might use Celestial. Yeah, I think that'll be it. I think he'll be using a Poison Jab. Alright, so we take 70 damage. He gets the first hit on us. That was not nice, dude. That was not nice at all. I don't think I'm going to be playing down the Dynamo, so I think what I'm going to do is I am just going to Ultra Ball away this Dynamo and the Rayquaza EX. I think we're going to get out a Raikou EX. And oh my goodness, see guys, this is what happens to me, okay? You know, I run a certain amount of cards in my deck, and whenever I need one, it's not there. So we're gonna go ahead and you know, we're gonna get out an Eelektrik. We're gonna try and power this guy up as fast as we can, I guess. And we're gonna go ahead and we're going to play Oak. Hopefully we can get out a Float Stone. Oh good, there's a Float Stone right there. We're gonna go ahead and get out another Eelektrik, start powering these guys up fairly quickly. Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't upgrade him yet. So we can still attach, wait a minute. Oh, we're gonna KO him. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and retreat. That's gonna work for us. Okay, so in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of these 2 energies, and we're gonna get out another Rayquaza EX. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but you know, I think it'll work. And we're just gonna start powering them up, just so we have them. Now we're gonna use Dragon Burst, and we're gonna be discarding our Lightning Energy. We hit for 120 damage. We take 2 easy prizes. Oh, there's something else. Okay, so his attacker is KO'd. We take the first 2 prizes, and he puts in his Toxicroak because I knew he would, because he's going to attach 1 energy and he's going to hit us for 90 damage. Oh my goodness, he attaches the Silver Bangle, and here he comes in for 120 damage. Guys, this is going to hurt. Oh, boom, boom, boom. He brought the pain. Oh my god. That's, yeah, that did some damage to me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We say we're not gonna stand for that. We're gonna rush in, and we're gonna just keep this train rolling. We're gonna power this guy up. You know what, guys? I think we're just gonna go for the gusto here, and we're gonna load him right up. You know, if he's gonna get taken out soon, I want him powered up fully. Let's show this guy how hard we can hit. Okay, we're gonna attach that energy there, and then we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna retreat, and bang! We're gonna do another Dragon Burst attack. We're gonna get rid of all of our lightning energy again, and there we go. Hit for 180 damage. So this Chandelure EX knows that he's in trouble. And there's my Raikou. Raikou EX takes to the hand. He's ready to get popped up on this bench, guys. He is ready to go. You know, anything that he puts on the bench is no longer safe. He pulls out the Pokeball, you know, and that's the thing about coin flips, guys. You know, you flip that coin, and if you don't get it, then what are you gonna do? Wow, he plays a supporter for 1 energy, and he's not even gonna be able to KO me. I have 170 HP. You can only hit me for 40. This match is over, guys. It is over with a quick 1, 2, 3 combination. He decides to quit. He decides to quit. That's why I like playing this. It is so powerful. You know, you can keep the train rolling. So there you have it. You know, that's that was pretty quick. Okay, so we got a mystery box. Hopefully we got something good from it. Wait, did I miss the mystery box thing? Maybe I did, I don't know. Okay, let's go for... Oh. Oh, I got 2 tickets. Oh, there you go. I'm sorry, guys. My wife is there, and she is showing me all the things that, you know, I should know. You know, but that's she's my rock. You know, she makes everything better. You know, and when I make a mistake, she's there to pick me up off the ground. So there you go. But anyways, you know, she's a pretty good player too, you guys. You know, she also plays this game. You know, you can probably find her if you ever bother to look for her. You know, she's got really good trades up and everything, and you know, she's pretty cool dudes. Anyways, we're gonna go into another battle. Eelektrik and Friends, or Eelektrik and Friends. I don't know how to say it. Eels and Friends. There you go. And hopefully we'll have a really good matchup for you guys. Hopefully I'm gonna win so that I can make myself look like a really good deck builder. Okay, I see Psychic. I see Fighting. I see Colorless. I know. Well, I don't actually know, but I am guessing that this is a Landorus, a Landorus Garbodor deck. Oh, great. Hey, it's actually one of my friends. So, there we go. I really dislike that they took out the in-game chat. You know, I don't think that was too great of a move on their part. And yeah, he sends the smiley face. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna try and disrupt them right off the bat. You got any energy? Okay, good. Look at this, guys. This is the reason why I run gets us in here. He's got a float stone. He's got hypnotoxic laser. He's got the rock art. He's got 2 junk arms in his hand. You know, he still has yeah, he sends the broken heart, but you know what? That's okay. So hopefully we just survived a match against a round against this guy, I'll say. Actually, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get out this Mr. Mime right away. We totally need to get this train rolling. So what we're gonna do is we're going to probably get rid of this and probably get rid of this. And we're gonna get out Rayquaza. Now I would love almost see, and there's my Keldeo. He's gone. My goodness. You know, guys that I really need in matchups are gone. That's okay. So we're gonna go like that. We're gonna play that down, and we're gonna use the Tropical Beach. We're gonna refresh our hand. Hopefully get some cool dudes things that we're gonna need right away. He's gonna probably play an Oak here. Yep. He plays the Oak. Hopefully that slowed him down long enough for us to be able to get something out of this. Potentially, if I get something good, I can one-hit KO this Mewtwo EX right here, guys. So, you know, I'm hoping that's the way it's gonna go down. I actually don't think it will, but okay, there's the Landorus EX. Yes, that's what it is, folks. That's what it is. Landorus EX, Mewtwo EX. Yeah, he plays the energy down. Oh my goodness, there's the Float Stone. He's coming in, and he hits me at weakness, guys. This is totally bad news for me. Oh my goodness. He KOs my Dynamo, and then he's going to be putting the pressure on this bench Dynamo. And we are in serious trouble right off the bat, guys. No, wait, we're not going to put him in. We're going to put in him, Mr. Mime. Oh, wait a minute. Why does he not hit the bench? Oh, right, I had Mr. Mime in. Oh my goodness. See, that was totally a thing on my part, guys. Okay, so we need another level ball. So I think we're gonna play this guy down just to have a non-EX attacker in the mix. We're going to probably place this energy down here. Wait, no, are we? We have a Float Stone. Should we chance it? Okay, you know what? We're gonna play this down. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get rid of this energy and probably an N, I think, because we might need that beach later on. We're going to be getting out a level ball. And guys, I really want to bench more Dynamos, but I really want to get this guy loaded up as quickly as possible to get that knockout as we need it. So we're going to go ahead and power him up. And we're going to go ahead and use N. Now, I refreshed his hand. That's a bad thing. That is a very bad thing for me. So what our goal here is to try and get, you know, oh my goodness, I have no idea what to do here. I already have a junk arm in the discard. What am I gonna do? You know what, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get rid of this energy. I'm gonna get rid of this tool scraper. You know, probably wasn't a good idea, but we're gonna bring out another Dynamo. We're gonna bench him, and then we're gonna play down the Tropical Beach and get some more cards in our hand, and hopefully we'll be able to perform the KO. Oh, look at that. There's the Garbodor right there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, we're in serious trouble. Oh, there's the catcher. Oh no. Oh, and it works. Why does theirs work and not mine? My goodness. This always happens to me, guys. I cannot tell you guys how many times this happens to me on a regular basis. Oh my goodness, that is just devastating to me. Oh, yeah. Normally, you know, when I did play the Raikou deck previously, it was almost and largely considered an auto loss for my deck, which is totally not cool. I have no energy. I have no draw supporter. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and chance it for the knockout right here. Okay, so we need to bench this right here. Okay. What are we gonna do here? We need to get back a computer search for a draw supporter is what we need to do. So we're going to, but do I need those Tynamos back? Not right now, I don't think. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get back our computer search. We're going to get rid of the rod. We're gonna get rid of the level ball. We're gonna get out another draw supporter. We need one right away. You know what? We're gonna play down N. Disrupt his hand a little bit, hopefully. This might work for us, guys. It might not. There's an energy that we need. There's the upgrade that we need. Hopefully I did a good job in doing this. We're gonna try and set this guy up just to sort of keep this train rolling. We're gonna Dragon Burst. We're gonna get rid of all of the lightning energy. So we caught up in prizes, but he is not out, not by a long shot, guys. You know, this deck is just so tough. There's a reason why it is one of the top decks in the Legacy format. Landorus, Mewtwo, Garbodor, you know, it's very difficult to overcome. You know, especially against my good friend here, Gray, another great player. You know, he plays the Smeargle, and thankfully I don't have an N in my hand. But the bad side is that he's going to get to use a free supporter. So if he draws into another supporter on this round after using my own Oak against me, he'll be able to effectively play two supporters in a round. You know, searching for the cards that he needs, which is the Garbodor. You know, he needs that to stop my Eelektриks from powering up my attackers. There it is. He's got 6 cards. We have not yet seen the appearance of the look. Okay, good. So he wasted almost. Well, he didn't waste, but he took a chance on that supporter, and it was a good chance because I didn't have energy cards in my hand. So, you know, it was a fairly decent assumption. Wait, did I? I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. I don't really know what the hell I'm saying half the time. So we're gonna lay down this fire energy. We're gonna upgrade this guy right here. We're gonna power him up, and we're gonna KO this Mewtwo. And that's just how it's gonna go down, because we need to keep this train rolling. We're gonna play it Oak. Okay, and I have no draw supporters in my hand, which is very dangerous for me, guys. You know, he could play another Getsis, and I'd be in kind of bad shape. So I'm gonna retreat that. We're gonna take out this Mewtwo EX. We're going to discard all of that. He's going to come in with Smeargle, which is why I didn't play Random Receiver, because I didn't want him to have access to another draw supporter. You know, so he plays Junk Arm. No idea what he's getting out here. He gets out the Float Stone. He's going to shut off my abilities, and then he's going to use Tropical Beach. Well, he'll use Smeargle because, yeah, I don't have anything, buddy, so that's okay. I got Junk Arm though, so I can get out the Tool Scraper, which is a-okay, I think. We're gonna go ahead, and I think what we're gonna do is we're going to attach this down. Wait, are we? Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get rid of an energy. We're probably gonna get rid of an electric. We're gonna get out a Tool Scraper. There, get out the Tool Scraper. Get that guy out of there. We're going to power up our benched Rayquaza. Yeah, we're gonna play that. Okay, so now we have enough to take out his Smeargle. So we're gonna play that, and we're going to use a Float Stone this time, guys, so that we don't have to discard our Fire Energy. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna play that down. We're gonna use Dragon Burst. We're gonna discard the Lightning Energy. There we go. We're down to one prize card, and as luck would have it, we drew into a Tool Scraper. So he Junk Arms. He gets out another Float Stone. He has to shut off my abilities. You know, that's what powers up. That's what powers up the whole deck. If he can't bench anything here, okay, wait, he's getting something out here. Okay, he gets it out. What's he gonna get out? Probably a Landorus EX. Yeah, he gets out a Landorus. Did the attach an energy. He plays Verbank City Gym. He plays Professor Juniper. He refreshes his entire hand. He attaches an energy. Okay, he hits me for 30. He's gonna hit one of my bench guys. Yeah, he hits the Eelektrik. But at this point in the game, it is over. We're gonna counter that Verbank City Gym. We're gonna play down this this energy here. We're gonna play the Tool Scraper. We're gonna get rid of Garbodor's tool. We now have our abilities back. We're gonna load him up, and it's good night for the Landorus EX and Friends deck. And Gray Buddy, it was a pleasure. You know, I'm really glad I ran into an experienced player. Thanks for coming, man. You've been a great sport. And there you go, guys. You know, I know some people have PM'd me in game or whatever, saying, well, you only play against noobs. you know, you never play against any real decent top tier decks. Well, you know, maybe he didn't draw very well, but it was still a top tier deck. And you know, my version of the Rayquaza Raikou Eels deck won out. So, you know, I really can't complain. But there you have it, guys. I think we showed you the power of this match, the power of this deck, Eelektrik and Friends. You know, there's a lot of different options, a lot of different ways we can play this, and it seemed to work out fairly well in our favor. So there you have it, guys. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and you know, we'll see you again next time. Okay? Well, happy sniping, guys. See ya.